Hey, gorgeous humans, Ms. Palmer here, and we are going to jump into this question that was on the test. So Josh planned to buy a new controller from Amazon. Last time he checked, the controller was $65, but when he checked it today, the price had been reduced by 18%. What is the reduced price of the controller? A for $11.70, B for $67.70, C for $53.30, or D, $47. Okay, I'm going to eliminate an answer right now because I can see that the $76.70 is a bigger price. Whoop. Put that number back. Than the $65. So that answer, here, sorry guys, I shouldn't have done it that way. Let me just highlight it for us. Because this price can absolutely not be my answer. It can't happen. So let me just strike that out. Because it's bigger, right? And the price was reduced by 18%, which means that $11.70 also cannot be my answer because it was reduced by 18%. And that number is just way too small to represent my 82% that I still have to pay for the controller. So let's now go ahead and start working this problem out. So I'm just going to label it number one, even though it's not number one, because I always like to label my questions. So the cost is $65, and it's reduced by 18%. Well, honestly, guys, this is all the information I need to know to solve this. So now I need to think of a strategy to figure out what is 18% less than $65. Which means I need to convert that 18% to money. So I need to figure out what is 18% of 65. Now I can solve this several different ways. I can convert 18 to a decimal and convert my of to multiply, so times 65. Therefore, all I'm doing is multiplying 65 times 0.18. Or I can convert to a proportion. 18% is 18 out of 100. Is what out of 65? Or, since I know that this is reduced by 18%, I can subtract first and find 82% of 65, right? Because 100 minus 18 is 82, which means I'm doing 0.82 times 65, or I'm doing 82 out of 100, which is what's out of 65. We have so many different ways of solving this. I just need to pick a strategy and go with it. So I am actually going to use the subtraction after the problem just because I feel like that's what we're most used to. But this 82, this right here, is subtraction before the problem. So I'm going to do 65 times 0.18. Finding 18% of 65. So 5 times 8 is 40, carry the 4. 6 times 8 is 48, plus 4 is 52. 0 placeholder. Now I'm multiplying into the second column. 5 times 1 is 5, 6 times 1 is 6. Let's add it up. And then I need to move the decimal in 2 times. I have 80. I should have 1170 because 2 plus 5 is 7, y'all, not 8. Whew. Which now I see is one of my answer choices. So that 1170 is the 18%, but that's not my final answer because I need to then find the final price of the controller by reducing that $65, which means subtracting 1170 from 65. So I'm going to do that over here. I'm going to do 65.00 to make sure my decimals are staying aligned. So 0 minus 0 is 0. I need to borrow here from that guy, make him a 4. 10 minus 7 is 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. And 6 minus 1 is, I do not know how that moved. 6 minus 1 is 5. So my answer is 53.30. Now, I'm going to check it by solving this problem. by subtracting first and seeing if I get $53.30 to see if 82% of $65 is $53.30. So let's do that real quick. And yes, I will go fast, so I'm not wasting anybody's time. So I'm gonna do 65 times 0.82 to check if 53.30 is the right answer. 5 times 2 is 10, carry the 1. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13, 0 placeholder. 5 times 8 is 40, carry the 4. 6 times 8 is 48, plus 4 is 52. Add it up. And then I'm going 2 times into my answer, and I get 53.30. So that checks out doubly so, which means 53.30 is my final answer. I would answer C. Now, if anybody can tell me, Miss Palmer, why D might be an answer, I might have a surprise or reward for you of some kind.